Good morning. So, we are going to turn to page 620. Look, the book falls open here. And we are going to make Christmas stollen. And this is the recipe right there. Is it all backwards? I'll have to read it to you. So, the first thing we do, we take 1.5 cups of water. So, let's get some water. 1.5 cups of water. Let's use one of these. Okay, Patty. We're gonna do it. So, we'll get 1.5 cups of water. And it should be kind of 1/2, that's one, and that's different. 1 pint, 4 ounces, 2 cups, 1.5 cups is gonna be there. Hey, Chumbles, you've gotta get down. Takes a while for this heat to come out. Look, do you want to sneak a peek at Patty? There she is. Isn't she great? Hi, Patty.
Hi there. Just talking to somebody I minister to.
Away she goes into the abyss. Okay, let's see if this is getting warm. Hey, I just did this, Chumbles. Okay, so 1.5 cups of warm water. So 1.5 will go to there. If you want to measure water, it's best to use a measuring thing like this, because when the water is flat, you can see what it is. So there's 1.5 cups of water. So into this now we're going to put some yeast. Yes.
I was thinking that this is so unlike Nancy because she's not a Grinch, but she's about to do Stolen Christmas. Oh,
Good job.
get it?
I got it. Get it? Got it. Good. Don't you try and drink my water. Get you your own. Hold on. You're trying to jump out of here, aren't you? Don't be jumping out. Okay, Mr. Chumbles. We'll give you your own water. Here we go. Give you cold water because that's more your speed, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Do you know, I read somewhere where when cats bunch your head against their head against yours,
Yes.
it's them telling you that they love you.
Now, and they told somebody that, right?
I read that somewhere.
I know, so it must be true.
It must be. Maybe it was on the internet. Oh my goodness. Truth be told.
So first thing we're gonna do, okay, we got our 1.5 cups of water, and now 2 packages of dry yeast. That's 2 tablespoons of yeast. Keep your yeast in the freezer. Always keep your yeast in the freezer or it will be no good.
Yeah, if you don't keep your yeast in the freezer, it becomes the yeast.
What?
You know, east and west, yeast and yeast.
Got it.
Ah.
Okay. So if you don't, it'll die. So if it's on the counter when you buy it, it's probably maybe dead already. But so if things don't rise when you're making bread, so 2 tablespoons of yeast. Here we go. And we shall return this to its place, its hibernating place. See, if you buy it like this, it might be good, but it might not. Depends how long it's been on the shelf and not in the frozen. So see now it's already starting to do that. Okay, so the next thing we do is we add 1 cup of the flour.
Oh, you got flour already?
Yes, but I don't have enough to make a million things. I bought flour at the corner store last night. It was $9 a package because she didn't get a good. Now that's not the way to do it. If you do it like that, it packs down. The way Betty Crocker taught me. Did you know Betty Crocker's not real?
No, I didn't know that.
She's not a real person. Is it General Mills? So what you do is you take a scoop like that and then you take a knife or something flat and you go like this. Okay, that's 1 cup. We just dump that right in there. use a whisk. Whiskey. Oops, not whiskey. No, that's not a good one to use. Whisk.
It has
This
to
is
sit
a whisk.
for an hour, it says.
And you get it all off the sides. And then you leave that for, let this rest in a warm place until light and foamy, about an hour. So the way I do it is I turn on my stove. This is called proofing your oven. Put it on bake and start. And then you can put it in the oven as soon as you turn the oven off. Let's get it so that it's a little bit warm in there. Not really warm, but a little bit warm. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to make a whole bunch of this stuff. So first we'll put that in the oven. Okay, now it's warm, so I'll push stop, turn off the oven. And then I'll put it in there, and then it will rise more quickly. It likes warmth. Okay, Chumbles, what's up with you? I already gave you some water, so you could go away now. So I like using it with the ones with these on, with the lines. So I want 1 1/4 cups, 1 1/2 cups. That's a half, that's 3/4 1. So 1 1/2 is up here. It's always backwards on here. Well, Chumbles, you're not going to drink the water. Why? Because it's not flowing? You should go out and play in the street. Okay, 1 1/2. Okay. It's 1 1/2 cups of water. Okay, and to this we will add 2 tablespoons of yeast. Once again. Because Christmas style, and I have 5 children, and I would like to be able to give a loaf or half a loaf to everybody. Sometimes they're not all dieting or off of bread. I'm usually off of bread, but since I'm not right now, as can be told by the fact that I ate some bread last night and finished up a pack of cookies. Okay, so there we go. So that one is ready now too. Oh wait, I have to add a cup of flour.
And do you need
Sometimes, not everything has a handle.
Do you want one of these bowls?
Not yet. I'm just making up the yeast stuff. Now mine is not yet. I'm gonna soon. We're gonna get the fruit and stuff. Do you want to open that second drawer?
Yeah.
And see, or the top of the big drawers, 3rd column top big drawer.
Yep. What do you want? Do you want raisins?
Yeah, all the fruit kinds.
Hidden prunes?
What?
Dates?
Yes, dates especially. Dates and raisins and
Not prunes.
yeah, we can use prunes. When it's got a lot of nice things with it, it won't taste like prunes.
Prunes taste good, actually. Okay, I've got
Okay,
dates,
so I'm
I've
gonna
got
put
prunes.
this in the.
I've got raisins. Is there more in here of stuff?
I don't know. You have to switch around and get them.
No seeds.
Yes, seeds too.
So we've got sunflower seeds.
Okay, and then
And pumpkin seeds.
for each of these,
You don't do peanuts, do you?
I do peanuts, yes.
Okay, peanuts.
Okay, let's put this here.
Pistachios?
Sure.
That'll work, I think.
Oh, if they're not already open, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to.
This might be prunes.
No, that's something else. I forget. That's. I think that's Ennis. We'll put that back.
Alright.
Okay, so now.
Oh, you got some things.
Good. Oh, excellent. So we have enough for 2 batches, but let's make more than 2
And
batches.
some macadamias.
Now, how much olives do we have? We have to leave here. I don't like what this looks like. That
There's some dark raisins and there was some golden raisins. Okay, what kind of figs are these? Because these, oh, same thing. Okay. Oh, well, you're making a lot, so you might need more than one.
Okay, so now.
Cashews.
Sure. Yes, cashews are excellent. Okay, so now
Raw pepitas.
sprinkle a little sifted flour over these things, and then we beat into soft butter, sugar, eggs. Okay, so let's do the butter, sugar, and eggs thing. Butter, there's butter here, there's butter out here.
Okay. I think we got a lot of stuff out here. Did you want me to start on like cutting up prunes or?
Yeah, there's in here we have a wonderful chopper upper thing. Here it is.
I can do it by hand too.
Yeah. You could. Here, if you put some in here and put a little flour over it. I'll take that. Okay, so butter, sugar, and let's see, there's more butter in the cupboard here.
Okay, got the rest of that out.
Okay, so now you can put a cup of, or half a cup or something of a kind of fruit, and then you can sprinkle a little flour on it.
Okay.
You know how to do all that, right?
No, but I'm going to learn.
Okay, so that's what you do with the flour. So now I have to do this other part.
And these figs and stuff, you just want a little bit of each of things.
Yeah, well, you can. I would say you can probably fill it about that full with it, and
Okay.
sprinkle some flour on it,
Okay.
and then chop it for a moment.
Okay.
All right, so now I have to have, how much am I doing? 1.5 cups of butter. I think I'm gonna have to add lard. I don't think I have enough butter. Now, if you want to measure butter, where's my bowl roll? Oh, what's in the other thing? If you want to measure butter, you need to do it. Oh, low battery. How can it have a low battery? It's already. I thought I already charged it. Okay, so if you want to do butter, you can do it by displacement. So 1.5 cups. This doesn't have any lines on it. How are we supposed to use this?
Use your other one to measure out. And use this one to just pour stuff into from the other one.
So what you do is you put some water in, and you put in butter until it rises to the line of 1.5 cups. Or if you already put in a cup of water, you rise it to 2.5 cups, right? But I've got my good things in there. So maybe I'll just have to do it. So that's about 1.5 cups there. We'll just use this one.
How does this work?
You put the lid on.
This lid?
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so this is about 1.5 cups. When I add these to it.
Can I unplug the? Oh, never mind. I don't need to
Oh,
unplug
this is
anything.
all plugged in there.
Hey?
Was it not plugged in already in here?
Oh no! I didn't realize it was plugged in. I kept pulling until it came out, but no, it seemed like it was underneath something.
Okay.
There's a plug in here?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a plug in the back.
Oh, how wonderful is that? Okay.
It's back there.
Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it. We're good.
Okay. So we got about 1.5 cups of butter in there. Now we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. This is a half. Are we having fun yet?
For the on off.
This is it. You turn it. There we go.
Oh, how cool is that? I've never had anything like this. Okay.
So if you want to put them all in a
bowl?
in a bowl. Some more somewhere. I won't get into all of these. We have more figs here too. You can add more flour so it'll break up. So 3/4 of a cup of this. So
Should I put this in with more flour so it's crumbled more?
No,
No. Okay.
it will just blend together. So that's 1.5 cups and 3/4 of a cup. And let's see about this one. Let's do this here too. This is about 1/2 cup of butter. You could mash this all down into your measuring container, but okay, that's enough. Turn the other way. Other way. Other way. You turn this way.
Turn the wrong way.
That's why I kept saying other way. Oh,
I didn't hear you say other way because I couldn't hear over top of this. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. So there's this is ready. That I need more butter, but I don't have butter, do I? Out of butter. Butter really makes it. I don't like these stockings on here. This is not a good place. These need to be over by the stairs or something. They just make a problem for me. Okay, so let's get some. Okay, I found coconut oil. Sorry, I got in there. I have this wheel, a kick wheel where you have a thing that turns on the bottom. And so I had to stand on that to get to this. And it kept moving. Maybe I'll use one that's already open so that it's warmer. This is not as warm in there. Okay, so we got this here. Now I have to get it out of there with something. So this was not quite one. Oh, my, it's cold in the house. This is very... Must be on the hour. Look at that, it's 9 o'clock. It's the 9 o'clock bird. Ow! That was deep.
This is a sharp corner on that, eh? Do you want me to start it up again? Do you want me to put a Band-Aid on that for you? Or you did it?
I did it.
You did it.
I did it. I did it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you got hurt.
I know, me too.
I'm working on prunes now. Do I add them all to the same bucket?
You're working on what?
Prunes. This was figs. I'm working on prunes now. Do I separate all the different fruits, or do I put
Yeah,
them all
maybe
in
you
the
should separate the different fruits.
Okay. All right, let me go get the fire started. That's a
I
really
need-
deep cut.
I need more Band-Aids. They're on the bathroom vanity.
Okay.
Thank you. She always says, what can I do to help? I always say, nothing I can do to help, I hope. That was a big one.
Do you want to take that one off because it's saturated? Oh my gosh.
You have to pull it really tight.
Well, I don't want to stop your circulation.
I do. The
God
idea.
bless you.
Okay, so now we have that. Is that enough butter now? I really need to do my displacement stuff. 1.5 cups of butter. I should really measure it, you know. All right. Okay, no, this is not big enough. 1.5, this is only gonna go to 2 cups. But it was too full, so I had to take it out of there. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So this one, I'll put in here. Okay, so now we're going to do our displacement thing. So we want 1.5 cups of butter. So we're going to fill this up to, see, this goes up to 8 cups. So let's fill it up to 3 cups. No, 3.5 cups. We'll put 3.5 cups in here. Put 3.5 cups of water in here. And then we will add our butter, and it should go to 5. No, go take it off.
Don't take it off?
Yeah, just undo it. Yeah, and it's just stuck in there, so you have to,
Take it out.
yeah. My hair is in my way.
Do you want me to grab something?
Okay, bye.
So you don't want me to do that?
Not the prunes, I
Do you
guess.
have scissors?
Yes, lots of scissors are in here. In here.
Oh, yes.
Maybe we'll,
The flour?
sure. Okay, so here we are again. I'm gonna go get something for my hair because this is too much.
That's cool with the plug in the back of the cupboard.
Yeah. Yeah, the plugs were there before the cupboards were.
That's awesome.
Okay, so now this is still falling out. Oh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is the way I cook. You know, you've got to be ready to make substitutions. If you didn't go to the store, or maybe you don't have stuff at the store, or maybe you don't have money to buy the stuff at the store. But usually when you want to cook, you don't necessarily have everything you need. Okay, so this needs to be 6. Is that a half? Okay, so let's figure this out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the half right there. So that's 4.5. 5.5, 6. So it should get up to the 6 when it's ready.
I should have cut the figs too because it's made it into a paste.
We can, whatever. Okay, so this is also bothering me. It's not staying in place. Get some duct tape.
That reminds me of a song. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, you got any grapes? And then after a while, after the duck came back several days in a row asking for grapes at a lemonade stand, he says, if you come back one more time, I'm going to duct tape you to the tree. And so the duck comes back the very next day and he says to the man running the stand, you got any duct tape? He says, no. He says, then, have you got any grapes?
Thank you, Willem. Oh, that's not Willem, that's the cats. Okay. So now we have to displace this. So this is how you measure your butter. So you put all your, in this case it's butter and coconut oil. I bet this is exactly right. What do you think? We're taking guesses now. Put it in the comments, but do it quickly before I write it. I tell you. So let's see now. I have to push it under. Some of it is floating. Okay, now push it down, and where does it go? Right on schedule. It's exactly to the 5 or whatever that next number was. So I measured it properly. Isn't that good?
Great
When
job.
you're 69, you'll be doing it properly too. Okay, and then this one. Let's see if that's a... Now that's not quite right, is it? Is there another line there? So this was that. I think I need a little more of this one.
Just going to check on the fire.
Little more. There. Okay, that's now ready. I had that butter. I could have used that butter. Alright, so there we go. 2 butters. That one's got coconut oil with it. Okay, let's do a third one. Since we have this butter here. And this is now at right there. So that's half. So that's 1. We have to go up more. So let's use coconut oil again. I won't use this one anymore. That one was really dangerous. Okay, so I'll make a little more in this. Need a half a cup, right? If you work with the spirit while you cook, it will tell you when you've got enough. It will witness the truth, whatever the truth is, which is that you have enough. Okay. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. So we've now got 3 bowls of this. These prunes are hopeless. I'm going to cover them with water. There we go. Hey, who's throwing up? You have to throw up outside. Sorry. Look at that, it's a blue sky today. Otherwise known as a blue day. Okay. Okay, so now we have to add sugar to these 2. And how much sugar do we need? 3/4 cup of sifted sugar. Is that all? Did I add too much? 3/4 cup. This is a half. And the half of it will be 1/4. Is it hard to see what's going on here? 1. Half. Okay. We now have 3 batches going. Put this away. Okay. Flour can go over here in the container. This is for the fire. You might not have had enough of that.
Hey, thank you.
Good. Just back in here. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. doesn't say where it was coming from. Wheat is not a product of geoengineering. Smucker Foods of Canada, Markham. This is also
Fire fodder?
fire ready.
Alrighty.
Okay, so now we've got those 3 ready, but I only need 2 of those. So I'm going to make another one of these things. 1.5 cups of water. Okay, 1.5 cups of warm water. And naturally, I put this away. Naturally. Do I want to do it? Let me do it in here instead, okay? Because that one was coming right out of the top. It's hard to work in this mess. 1. Two. So 2 yeast, 1.5 cups of water, and a cup of flour.
Can I put the nuts all together and spin them?
Yes, you can mix everything together, and you can add flour if you need to.
No, I can't. You used all the flour.
Chop it up. What?
You used all the flour.
No, this is the flour.
Oh, okay.
With the container down in the bottom here. See why this is a wonderful video, because it's totally not a cooking show that you would expect, right?
Fancy.
What? Yeah, that can be tossed, I guess. Outside, maybe. Or put it in the compost container. Okay, so now this. I'm not going to put this in the oven to warm it up so it'll go fast, because I'm going to have these in sequence here. And I think my mixer broke.
What mixer?
My mixer for...
Not this one.
Oh, this is getting really high now here. It says low battery, but how is that possible? Hello, Ash, Ab and Effie, and Nan. Good morning, Nancy and Patty, and Stephanie has a vlog. I'm back, had a phone call. Hi, Stephanie, good morning. Remember, someone guessed first. That's where we get all of the wonderful recipes. Well, that's what I was thinking. I don't have to depend on other people to think these things up.
Do you want a bigger bowl?
No, I'm done with bigger things.
Okay.
I don't have anything bigger anymore. Boy, this really is rising. This is good yeast. Okay, so now we're going to mix these things together. What does it say to do? Let's check. Add a cup of the flour. Cover the sponge and let it rest for 1 hour. Okay, sprinkle a little of the sifted flour over 1/2 pound of raisins, 1/2 pound of almonds, 1/2 cup of chopped candied fruit. I'm not doing that. So we have to put 1.5 pounds of stuff in here. So we have to combine and let's get, no. Beat until soft. Gradually add and blend until light and creamy. Beating 1 at a time, 3 eggs. Okay, so this is going to be hard work without my mixer working. What did you say, dear? I love baking, but the tidying up afterwards is a different story. Well, yes, of course.
Amen.
Who wants to? an apron too?
Nah, but thank you.
Since this is Christmas stolen, I'll wear my Christmas apron.
Nice.
Which one of you sent me once, I think.
Okay, this is a nut mixture.
Okay.
Put it in a bowl.
Okay.
These are the prunes. That's the figs.
Okay, and then we'll do
Oh,
raisins.
dates. I had dates here somewhere. I think I'll just cut them up.
Okay.
Because it's going to be less mess. Here we go. Put it there, dates.
Okay.
Because it's making them in, like, the peanut crumble is nice. It's got peanuts and pepitas and macadamia and a little bit, no, I didn't do raw cashews. There was something else. Peanuts. Anyway, that's a nice crumbly mix.
Good.
Should I mix the dates in with the prunes over here, or should I start another bowl?
You start another bowl. We have lots of bowls.
Okay. Just don't want to mess up your feng shui.
My feng shui.
Yeah.
Feng shui, is that what you said?
Feng shui.
My function way.
I think it's a Japanese word that means exactly what it sounds like, your functioning ability. But I could be wrong. Your balance, I think it means.
Alright, that was hard work.
Yeah, and I'll help you cream some of this in just a
But
second.
I can do difficult things.
You have consistently.
Oops,
I'm
because
sorry.
I'm Nancy today.
Do you save these to
No.
to
Well,
grease the pans?
No.
No.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I can.
My
Yeah.
mom used to do that. My mom
I do
used to.
have a whole bunch of them I've saved from something else. Okay, so that's that. Now, we've got this one ready. Let's just focus on one because then it can be first to get in the oven. So we need 3 eggs. This pumpkin really isn't in the way.
Such a little guy. Such a little guy.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so 3 eggs. What did it say about when do we add them all? Combine and let stand. Add 1 cup of the flour. About sprinkle a little flour. Raise and beat until soft. Add that. Add that. Add that. Add the sponge is way over here. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 eggs. These eggs are so tiny now. I should probably use 4. 1, 2.
How many loaves are you making?
I don't know. 3, 4. Unbelievable how small they are. What do they do with the big ones? Oh, they sell them for a lot more money, right? Okay,
I
so
guess so.
4 of those. So now I mix this up. Anna has a really fancy mixer here behind me, but I don't think it's got a blade on it for doing bread. Ooh, this is getting big, big, big. Big, big, big. I'm gonna add this here anyway. No, I guess I shouldn't. I'll just add a little bit. Here's my whisk. Here, the whisk is the way to do it. To do eggs. You don't have to have electricity and you don't have to have a fancy mixer to do this, you know.
But you need a little bit of heat to bake it.
That's right.
But we do have the wood stove.
Yeah. You could make it in a Dutch oven. You put coals, you put 9 coals on, no, 9 coals on the bottom and 14 on the top. You have to check that. And then she wanted some salt.
Is this one of your grandmother's recipes?
No, it's the joy of cooking.
Aha. Is that from Betty Crocker, the non-existent person?
Yeah, so now salt inhibits the yeast.
Stops it from rising?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't stop it, but it slows it down. Okay.
So is this like a breakfast bread, or is it like a Christmas pudding, like something you could put
It's like-
lavage over it?
It's a sweet bread.
Okay.
Now
So
we
it's,
have another cat on the counter. Get down.
so it's not a bread that you would make a sandwich out of. It's more like a
No.
dessert bread.
Yeah, it's a dessert bread. You could, I suppose, but and after you're done, you can put lemon
Curd?
lemon frosting on it.
Ah.
A lemon glaze. You make that, and then as you are as it's cooling down, you put that on as soon as it comes out of the oven. Okay, so this is the first one with our yeast in it. And then we have to add more yeast, we'll have to add our flour now. So it says 6 to 8 cups of all-purpose flour. So here we go. 1. Might not want to use the whisk anymore. 2. Would you like to be closer here? And then we're going to have room to do all this, aren't we?
How low is your battery?
Oh, it might die. Yeah, we don't want to die in the middle of it. Then we'll have to start a part 2.
You don't want to get a charger and plug
Yeah,
it in?
can I use your charger and plug it in?
Yes, give me just 2 seconds. Let me just finish doing these last 2 dates. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Come on, call Mongo.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, Mongo. Kitty, 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 kitty. Okay, so. Oh, we forgot to add all our fruit and stuff.
Okay, I'm going to start creaming this. Is that okay?
Yes, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay, so it works best if you cut them and not chop them in the chopper thing. Unless you do it for just a second. Like 2 seconds is probably all you need to do it for, and then they're best. I love figs. You like figs? Okay, so we'll put in here some figs. And we'll put in some raisins. And some pumpkin seeds. And some dates. Okay. And then we'll, actually this is supposed to, okay, so now we'll move this over here. Oh, and we have some nuts here as well.
Present company excluded.
What? Nuts here? Okay. Now, if you wash your table. This is a very important hint, just so you know. So you wash off your table where you're going to be working. Try not to get it all over the chair.
Did you get any prunes in there, or you just put the nuts?
I did. I did, didn't I?
That's prunes.
Oh, I can put some of them in. They're going to be kind of hard in there. Don't put much. Okay, now you take flour. And you put it on your surface. And you spread it around, and it'll stick to your surface because it's wet, you see? Okay, and then you can dump this out onto that. If you want to find out how to do this, you should probably go to another channel and watch them do it, because they'll have everything really quick and you can learn just really quickly. But if you watch me, you know what that's like.
That's like watching yourself in the kitchen, so it's nice and easy, and you make things very clear.
Then you just start folding it all over till it's all incorporated. And it's kind of wet, as you can see. It's sticking to my hand. Helps when you cover your hands with flour first. This is cool because you're doing it on your own as well. You're going to know exactly how to do it because you've done it all. I'm not standing there saying, now do this, and then I watch while you do it. Now with white flour, the rule is that you can add flour until it won't take anymore. And that way you don't have a doughy, wet middle or anything. You need to add enough flour.
this is how Les Miserables starts.
I don't know that.
Oh, it's with a loaf of stolen bread that a man spent 17 years, I believe, in prison over. Because he stole a loaf of bread to feed his nephew or his niece and his sister, who were starving to death. Way back in France. Victor Hugo wrote it.
There you know.
It was stolen bread, but I bet it's not as good as Nancy's bread.
Right, because Nancy rocks.
Nancy rocks. She's awesome. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Okay, so now you put some oil in the bread pan, which is not part of the recipe, I don't think. Then you put this in the loaf pan, and you turn it around so that it gets covered with the oil. There. And then you put it in your proofed oven, which is the one that you turned on and stopped.
How are you doing?
Children are not going over to Ben's, not staying overnight. The children are not staying overnight.
Yeah, I already sent it down to kids. Yeah, all right. Okay, good.
Okay, I'm ready for yours. Can I take yours now?
Yes,
You want to trade and do that one?
Yeah,
You're so good at this.
I don't think I can do it with this stuff. Maybe I'm gonna ruin your wrist.
Oh, well, you can have a spoon if you'd rather.
Much better.
Okay, so now we get our eggs again, 3 eggs. But these are such tiny little eggs. Should always use extra large eggs, but and they call these large. These are small.
Hello, Mr. Willem. I can't get the fire started. I tried.
It has to have stuff on the top. I didn't have enough wood on the top. You know what you should use for a cat for water? A fountain. It's running water all the time.
They actually make them for cats.
They're the pickiest
for
of
dogs.
cats.
They run all the time.
I don't see my spatula I had a minute ago. Okay.
Oh, did you want this, did you say?
No, my spatula. I don't have it. I don't know what I did with it.
Do you cook it in these metal bowls?
No, I put it on a cookie sheet.
Ah.
Okay. So now I start adding.
Do the kids like this bread? Have they had it before?
I don't remember. They're so picky. I don't know. It doesn't come in a package like they're used to. It doesn't taste exactly like they think it should. Okay, so that's that. Guess I'll get another spatula because I can't find the last one.
Oh, look. You found it.
Oh no, that doesn't look right. Okay, we'll get another one. We'll just do this. Okay, that's done. Now then. Okay, now I'm gonna put this again. So this was too hard, but now it's cooled down a bit, so we'll put it in there just to proof it, just to let it. I mean, just to.
It'll rise a little more, won't it? With the
Yeah,
heat?
it's gonna double.
Wow.
Okay. We needed some salt in here, didn't I? Did I already put salt in here? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think it was the last one.
Thank you for what you're doing. That's a very difficult job.
Well, you know, it all has to get done, and it's all necessary, so I can't do much of the other stuff. I'm glad
Because
that
I'm
this-
hogging it all. I'm doing it all by myself. Okay, so what is in all these? Peanuts, raisins, let's
That's
add
the
some.
peanut thing. That has
Okay.
peanuts in it. Here.
Okay. Put some raisins in.
This is your prunes.
Right,
You
okay.
got the dates, I think. Did you take the rest of
Yeah,
the
I
dates?
used the dates. Okay, so these, and then let's add some. You already did pumpkin seeds in there? In here?
Yes. No, not pumpkin seeds. I did pepitas.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either, but they look like pumpkin seeds. Oh, there's some sunflower seeds here too, if you want. Do you want me to open this?
Maybe I'll save that for the next one. I've already added
Okay.
it. I've been.
And don't forget we have the figs here.
I did. Yeah, I did figs. Thank you.
Okay, baby.
Okay, and then we start adding flour. And it says 6 to 8 cups, but you don't have to measure it because when it won't take anymore, you're done.
I love my spatula like that, except that I hate that it gets stuck in the blades, in the holes there. Just saying.
It does get stuck.
Maybe a little chunks.
Okay.
All those raisins landed on the floor.
Oh no. Did they come out of the bag? Oh.
Yes, some of them came
Okay,
out
I
of
guess we have to give them, we'll make a donation to the
the birds.
birds. Willem,
Yes?
if you have time, I need the compost emptied.
I can hear you.
Can you empty the compost when you have time, please? Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, that one's ready. Do you want to add 4 eggs to that?
Sure, I'll find them.
They're over here. Thank you. This is fun doing it together. I should have done it on the high counter because it's a little hard bending down like this. So to knead it, you turn it quarter of a turn, bring that one over, and then push it and roll it. So
Because everybody needs to be kneaded.
that's right. Get it?
Got it?
Good.
What on earth? Oh, this is where you hide the condiments.
They hide themselves there.
So we just mix this all in?
Yes, the whisk is best for this if you want.
Okay. Was yours like this too, like lumpy?
Yeah, very lumpy. But then when you knead it, the lumps will come to the surface and you can easily break them at that point and reincorporate them. Okay, there. Now that's ready to go in the oven and be rising next to the other one. And then
They can rise to the occasion.
I got it.
Good.
Okay, then we need salt. Quarter teaspoon.
Already having problems. Do you have one of your clips?
They're on the bed in my bedroom on the
William's not in
curtain.
there. Can I just
He's
go
not in the
in?
bedroom. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. It's on the curtain.
Dino got on your bed.
I'm sorry,
Dino just went in and got on your bed.
Willem. Is there a cloth over the bed?
Is there what?
Is there a cloth over the bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see this hair.
Thank you.
Does that hurt?
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You know, you could get your 3,000 steps in easily just by letting the cats in and out all day.
You're right.
You okay, Chumbo?
Okay, now we start with flour again. Oh no, let's put in our nuts. And our figs. I don't really like those prunes. I don't
All
think
right.
I can do that. Raisins. More raisins. More raisins.
Pumpkin seeds?
Yes.
Just a little?
Raisins.
Enough?
A little more.
Okay.
Okay. So this can go in the garbage. Finish the bag. Okay, that's good.
These will go into the compost?
No, we'll just wet them and then
Okay.
they'll come back to life. Then we'll start adding flour. Could you drop these back in the drawer for
I
me?
sure can. This one has been
I know,
opened
I messed
poorly.
it up.
So, do you want them put into other bags or?
Sure. Sorry, I was
No.
just at my wit's end trying to rip open that top and both sides didn't rip properly and I just,
I get it. Maybe there's another one that's open in here and I can just pour, or maybe I can open another one properly and pour those in there.
Thank you for your charger.
Oh, you're welcome. That power bank has saved me so many times. I can usually get about 4 charges out of it. It's 20,000 megahertz or whatever. I have a couple of them. They take a day or two to charge, but I always try to keep one of them charged, and then there's another one at home that's fully charged now, and then this one will go back on the energy to fill up again.
Willem,
Yes,
do you remember that I asked about the compost? Are you too busy?
it isn't getting to it.
Okay, thank you. That's all it takes to slow me down. Just to say I'm getting to it. Thank you, Willem. Oh, you're wearing your Messiah stuff already. Okay.
Okay, just,
My Messiah stuff. My Messiah stuff.
Well, don't make a mess of yourself with that compost.
Right.
I would have done it, but I don't know where to go. Can I get the door for you?
Sure.
Yeah, of course. Okay, now I know where it goes. Just down near the broccoli.
Or just
Brussels
off the,
sprouts, I mean.
or just over the deck onto the
Oh, he went all the way.
flower bed.
He went all the way out.
He does that.
Okay.
He's very nice.
So are you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so away we go.
There's no process of putting these away.
Okay, so we need a cookie sheet. There's cookie sheets underneath the stove. In that drawer.
And how many cookie sheets do you think you need?
Well, one at a time, I guess.
One at a time. A bigger one? The biggest one?
Yeah, big ones are good. Thanks, Willem.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. Where it's going now.
It'll go over there.
This is where it was. Do you want it greased?
Yes, please. Here's the oil here.
Oh, I was just gonna use these.
Okay.
These are. Carry on.
As you were.
But as I will never be again, because I would.
I missed it.
You said as you were, and I said as I would, and or as I will never be again.
Right.
Because I were.
Right.
I know.
Get it. I
Get
got
it, got it, good. Oh, it's still quite moist at the bottom.
No, it was the oil.
Okay.
Okay, so now.
Oh, I see your first one's got really big.
No, it's not big enough yet. But it is improving.
This goes in?
Yes, please.
Goodness.
Then we divide it in half, like so. Not quite half. And we put it in on here. Is this the biggest we've got? This cookie sheet? This is pretty small, I think.
I think this is the same size.
Here's one.
Okay.
Now we'll let these rise. We'll put these back. Okay, I'm gonna put it on bake and I'm gonna put it on its lowest setting. $170. Okay. So now we wait for these things to rise. And then we divide them like that. So they're like this. You can roll them up and do them, you know, it depends on how long you've got. I'd like to get the first ones baking soon, so I went ahead and did that. So this is the end of working hard on this. Now we just wait. You'll have 2 slices, please. Sounds like a plan. You have to go back to work now. It's 3 p.m. in Ireland, but it's been a pleasure. Hope it turns out well. Thank you. Yes, you're right. It's from Google. Feng Shui is an ancient Chinese practice that involves arranging objects, buildings, and spaces to create harmony and balance. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm just going to bake it at 350 for, how long does it need to go? I'm tired. This is back-breaking work. So the recipe was, have ready 6 to 8 cups of all-purpose flour. Combine and let stand for 3 to 5 minutes. 1.5 cups of water or milk and 2 packages of yeast. Add 1 cup of the flour. Cover the sponge and let it rest in a warm place until light and foamy, about 1 hour. Sprinkle a little of the sifted flour over a 1/2 pound of raisins, 1/2 pound of chopped blanched almonds. I just use whatever I've got. 1/2 cup of chopped candied fruits. I don't use that. Beat until soft. 1.5 cups of butter. Add gradually and blend until light and creamy. 3/4 of a cup of sifted sugar. Beat in 1 at a time. 3 eggs. Add 3/4 of a teaspoon salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon grated lemon rind. I forgot that. Add the sponge and enough flour to knead the dough until smooth and elastic. Cover and let rise until doubled in bulk. Toss it onto a floured board. Knead in the fruit and nuts. Divide the dough into 2 equal pieces. Roll each into an 8 by 15-inch oval. Fold in half lengthwise and place loaves on greased baking sheets. Brush the tops with melted butter. Let the loaves rise covered until they again are almost doubled in bulk, about 45 minutes. Preheat the oven to 350. What's the time? Oh, it's 20 after 10. We've got time. Where does it say? Divide the dough into 2 equal pieces. Roll each into an 8 by 15-inch oval. Fold in half lengthwise and place loaves on greased baking sheet. Brush the tops with melted butter. Let the loaves rise covered until they again almost double in bulk, about 45 minutes. Preheat oven to 350. Bake 30 to 40 minutes or until done. When cool, brush with milk or lemon glaze. So there you have it. You heard it here last. You can do this at home and results will differ. Bye. Merry Christmas.